Hey guys, we're gonna get started. Isara's ready? That means everybody's ready. I owe you 20. I'm so happy. It was awesome. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I just have to tell you, people are all the time saying that when they come and visit Israel, it's the one place they have to come back and visit. Everywhere else, okay, you feel like you've seen it, but Israel, you've never seen it. Hey, you're peeking. Dude. Okay, I blocked him. Okay, this is the letter that we're starting with today. This is the letter Resh. Someone said Yud because great, you guys are right on the keyboard. This is incredible. Green line, yes, it's a green line. Jisamui, no, you didn't. We're just getting started. For anybody who doesn't know what's going on, we're learning how to read Hebrew in 6 weeks. And if you want to catch up, you can go to learnhebrew.tv. Hey, in Germany. Okay, so this is a Resh. Okay? And the way you can remember a Resh, size-wise, is like much huger than a Yud. We'll get to the Yud, but the Yud is like tiny. The Resh looks a lot like the Dalid. If you remember, the Dalid looked like a door, but it was much more square. So the way we can remember the Resh is it's rounded and it's shaped just like a rainbow. There's so many people from Turkey here today. Hey guys in Turkey. Must be a good Periscope hour. So check it out. It looks like a rainbow. That was a really fun picture to draw. I just have to say, I felt like I was 6 again. Like, where's my 6-year-old daughter? She would have so much fun with this. Okay. Hey TKCIM. I'm glad you're back. Okay, so this is our Resh. Hey in Moscow. And this is our rainbow. And don't we all wish we were 6 years old again? Hey in Los Angeles. We lived in Santa Monica for a bunch of years. Okay, so the Resh makes the same sound as an English letter R. Okay? Next up. This letter looks a little complicated, but once you practice it once or twice, it's really not. Hey in Houston. This letter is called a Fe. I guess it could look like a G if you're doing it backwards and upside down, but it's like this. That's funny. I never noticed that it looks like a G. Humberto, Daniel, Taizong, you guys are awesome on the Hebrew keyboard. But try not to think of it as an upside down G, because then you'll start to think it makes that sound, and it doesn't. It makes the sound of an English letter F. And the way we can remember, hey, K2HC heart, is that it looks like a face. This is the letter Fe. It looks like a face. See the guy's nose, and he just comes around. Very block-shaped face. But he looks like a face. Oops, I had a scribble there. Don't look at that. Thanks for the hearts. You guys are so great. You think it looks like a cursive F. Let me try to remember what a cursive F looks like. I can see that. I can see that. Somebody going swimming. Let me try to see that. I don't know, but those things don't start with F. And F, it looks like a face. Okay, now Fe has a letter that looks almost exactly like it, but it has a dot. Okay? And this is called Pe. So, just to show you the Fe again, this is Fe, right? And it makes it sound the English letter F. But if we switch over, we've got Pe, and what's the difference? The difference is the dot here. So, since it makes the sound of the English letter P, we're gonna say that it has a face with a pimple. See it? It's got this lovely pimple. At the wife, I'm glad you appreciate it. Once you see this, you'll never forget that the pay makes a English letter P sound. But he looks happy anyway. He doesn't care. He's good with his pimple. Okay, and then you guys, I'm doing a lot of letters today because basically you really get the gist of reading in Hebrew. Umberto, you know what's next. So I don't see why not just to like get all the letters in. So this is the last letter we're going to learn today. It is a final fe. So you'll only see this letter at the end of a word, and it looks just like the fe, except when you're looking at the fe, thanks for inviting followers, Pajama. When you look at the fe, it's got a line over here, and the final fe, the line is stretched down below like that, okay? And it makes the same sound as a fe, but when you have a fe at the end of a word, you'll see it presented like the long way. Okay, the extended line, that's right. Thanks for inviting followers, Michaelai. At Pajama, that's right, he's got a tail. Okay, so this is the fe, and this is the final fe. So the top is just the same, and the bottom is extended down. Okay? You got it, Gisimui? Great. So whenever you see one of these final letters, you can recognize what they are because it's the tops are all the same. So like try to picture the final nun. It's the same as the nun, except the bottom is just hanging down. If you picture the final chaf that makes the CH sound that we did last week on Thursday, the top is the same, but the bottom is just hanging down, extending below the line, right? And the final fe is the same way. The top of the fe is exactly the same, but it's just extending down. And Helikal, yay, she gets to watch it live. Great, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Pay like Pesach, fe like Fesach, but yeah. Okay, so for those people that are really getting into their Hebrew keyboards and are disturbed by one main thing, I know it's driving Umberto crazy. Some of the letters that have different versions, like the pay, there's a pay and there's a fe, and the only difference is the dot inside. So on the Hebrew keyboard, there is no option for one with a dot. It's considered like a vowel. So anytime you want to write a pay, you just write a fe, and people figure it out. It's just not that accurate, but it's okay. Everybody just figures it out. Even like 6-year-olds. Just the sound of it just sounds right. And if you say it wrong, if you say it with a fe or you say it with a pay, nobody's really like on top of it. The screen is freezing. Is it just TKCM or is everybody having that problem? You do? Okay. Hawaiian Brian, hi. Toggle bubbly, good. Okay. Loss is bow problem here. I'm on it. She has a cold, that's why. Okay, so whoever is having you, dude. Whoever's having a problem, just log off and then log back on again. Okay? I think I got him, Pajama. Whack a troll for me. Okay, let's go over them again before we start to read. Mansfield Chris, okay, you came at the exactly perfect time. I am just about to start showing the letters again. We're reviewing. Guys, another friend from Turkey. Hey, in Turkey, you're like the 5th person on here from Turkey. It's beautiful. Okay, we're reviewing now, so you came at a perfect time. The first letter we did today was Resh. It just curves up and around, or down and around. And the way you can remember is that the letter Resh looks like a rainbow. Thanks, Umberto. There were trolls, Gisamui. I just got them so fast you didn't even see them. Okay, so that's Resh, and it makes the sound of the English letter R. And then next we did, hey, Amustas. Wait a second. At Ingo, you watched all the lessons today? That's awesome. So, okay, that's a lot of time. You're probably so sick of me by now, but that's cool. Okay, so here's Faye. Faye makes the sound of the English letter F. And we're remembering Faye by this cute little face. Yes, Umberto, you got it. No, it's not an Aleph, it's a Faye. But we did Aleph like 3 lessons ago. So if you want to catch up, go back 2 replays and look at Aleph for like a minute. I think I did it first. You think, oh, so if anybody missed anything and wants to catch up, you can go to, it's okay, it's good. It's good, Kafer. That means you're paying attention and you're trying. If anybody does want to watch any specific replays, or if people are trying to catch up, you can go to learnhebrew.tv. And at learnhebrew.tv, you have all the replays. Thanks, Umberto. Yes, you have the show notes, and you can sign up your emails, so you can get all the email notifications, and there's a donate button too. Okay, we're reviewing. My husband is a tour guide all the time, and he's always doing tours in Israel. Okay, this is Pei. He looks just like Faye, but he's got this gorgeous pimple. So we're calling it Pei because he's a face with a pimple. And he makes the P sound. And then, just to remind everybody, that's right, Umberto, you just did the same thing twice. Oh, you guys want to do a group tour? That would be really fun. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be so fun. I would love that. But I would like not call you by your real names. You'd have to like be like, hey, it's Gisamui. Gisamui forgot his hat or whatever. That would be fun. Okay, and then this is a final Faye. Guys, let me put it here. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet, Inga. Thank you. Okay, so the final Faye looks like a Faye, but he's hanging down. Okay? He's hanging down below the line. It's extended. Belarus. Fun. Okay. You guys ready for words? Hey, Abudi. Okay. I think so. I don't know, like some of you guys, like you come up with the funniest names. Seriously, like is Pajama on the bus? Anyway, okay, here's words. Hey, you prophet, you made it. Okay. You got it. And now I know what pajama means too. Okay, great. Here we go. We're going to walk it through for those of you who I'm going to assume had autocorrects kicking in. We've got our pay. No, this is not like math class. This is much better than math class. Okay, we got our pay with our dot in it, right? It's a face, but it's got the pimple, so it's a pay. Feel done? I don't know how far behind you are. We just started reading. I'll tell you that much. Well, we just started reading our new letters. Okay. So we've got our pay and our e sound, right? So we go pe, and we've got our House with a hole, our hay, right? Looks like a house, but it's got a hole for the smoke to escape. So we're going pe. So the hay is not silent. We're pronouncing the hay, but you barely hear it, so it's practically silent. Smivenia, thanks for sharing on Twitter. So we've got pe, right, guys? And pe means mouth, like mem tweeter shorts. Okay, next up. Yeah, you can go to learnhebrew.tv to catch up if you want to. We've got all the classes. We are on, class number 9 tonight. And we're learning to read Hebrew in 6 weeks. And people are basically learning Hebrew, like basically reading Hebrew already. We have some letters to learn. We have 1 vowel left. It's very exciting. And it's really easy. Guys, tell her it's easy. Yes, you guys are awesome. And tour guide Aaron, can you tell them what it means? We've got our resh with our resh that looks like a rainbow, right? Our vowel under it. So we're reading ra. And then we've got our aleph that's silent with our vowel under it that's ah. So ra, ah. And we've got our H that we say the sound of the H, not our H, our hey, house with a hole, that we try to make that sound come out, but we're almost not going to hear it. So we've got ra-ah, ra-ah. So I can't think of any English words that have this kind of like, pause in the middle, kind of jolting way of saying it. But you just have to read it like that. It'll be pretty easy when you just read it letter by letter. Ra-ah, ra-ah. It means saw, like what you're gonna see. Saw. Okay. Yes. Well, it's not ra-ha because there's no hay in there, but it's ra-ah. Like there's a kind of a space of air. Yes. Yeah, aha has a kind of a space, but it's ra-ah. Right. Saw as in like vision saw. Angelica, what do you mean? Does what make a difference? Oh, guys, you're ahead of me. I'll keep it up there. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. The email address is learnhebrew.tv@gmail. Sefer, sefer, sefer. So we've got our samech, our circular letter. That's how we remember a samech. Our vowel, se. Our fe. It has no pimple. It's just a face. Se, fe. Our vowel, e. And our resh at the end that looks like a rainbow. So we've got se, fer, right? Sefer. And sefer means book. Now you can read a sefer. Okay. I've got... Yeah, you like the cheat sheet? It's fun to make the cheat sheets. And also the thing about the cheat sheet is it reminds me how much progress you've made also. Like when you're doing letter by letter, sometimes you're wondering like which letters you did, which letters you didn't do, and I'm doing them out of order also. Thanks, Chapter. Toggle Bubble, you can catch all the replays. LearnHebrew.tv. The cheat sheet is also on LearnHebrew.tv, and it's under resources. So if you go under resources, you can download a PDF and print it up. This is a really hard one, but I think you can do it. It's only hard because it's long. Well, at Kiefer, you got it. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Hawaiian Brian, awesome. Thanks for inviting followers. Pajama, I don't know what happened. Loloanne, you got it. La, I like how you wrote that. Yeah, Angelica, you got it. Okay, that's right. It says mifaked. We've got our mem. We're going to walk through it for everybody who had a little trouble. Michael Ive, your autocorrect got you. Mansfield Chris, yes, yes, yes. Great. Chisamui, what's going on? Okay, here we go. We've got our mem. Looks like a mountain, right? And we've got our little stop vowel. So we're trying not to pronounce it. It's just making like it just stops you a little bit. So we've got m, and then we've got our fe, looks like a face, right? With its vowel, mifa. Our kuf looks like a key, e, me, fa, ke, and our dalid. Now you see a dalid, and you can see that it's quite different than the resh because the dalid is very square and it looks like a door, and the resh is rounded and looks like a rainbow. So we've got mifaked, mifaked, and mifaked means commander. Slovenia is asking if there's a different pronunciation between kuf and kuf, and there is not. It's the same sound, which makes everything so much easier. Yes, mifaked means commander, like a commander in the army. And when the kids want to make fun of me when I'm trying to tell them to do something, the feminine of mifaked is mifakedet, so they say, ken mifakedet, and it drives me crazy. And then I give them more work to do because it's not okay. But then the house gets really clean. Okay, for anybody that wants to learn Hebrew to read the Bible, this is the word. This is a great word because it's all over the place. It's a big word, a big Bible word. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Seriously, it's great feedback. I start to wonder, like, what's going on over there? And I can only see when you guys are commenting. So hearts are cool. That's right. You guys got it. Excellent. You got gold hearts, Prince Lyle. Nice. You lost me. How? Mansfield Chris gave it away, Disamui. Okay, Pajama, you'll catch the replay. We'll see you next week. Okay. This. Let's read it and then I'll tell you what it means. We've got our pay. Actually, Disamui has to go. It means pharaoh. Everybody got kicked out? Well, it's good you got back now. Okay, here we go. We've got our pay. It's our face with a pimple and the vowel that's with it. So that's going pa. And then we've got our rish, looks like a rainbow. I don't know. I thought you said you got to go. I thought you said you got to go. You're going to catch the replay. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay. Our rish and our placeholder vowel. Par, and then our silent letter ayin. Ayin is silent, but if you remember from the last class, we have this little dot over here that if we just see the dot without anything, we know it makes a sound of O, right? And with a hey at the end, that doesn't make much sound at all. but it does make a little H sound. So you've got par-o, par-o. So you have to stop a little in the middle if you want to be really correct when you're reading it. But it's basically paro, paro, okay? And paro, yeah, exactly, Angelica. Paro is the Hebrew way of saying Pharaoh. So if all these years you thought that Pharaoh was how you read it, really it's paro. No, because if you would put, someone is asking if you can spell it differently by putting a vav here, but if you would put a vav here, it would mean something else. And also, if you would put a vav here, it's not how it's spelled. It will be a different word. But it would sound, I guess it would sound the same, but it's a different word. Okay. Here's another good one. Ready? Paro was a hard one because it had a silent letter and a hey at the end. Yeah, Phil Dunn, you read from right to left. That's right. But if you watch just the first class, you'll see how easy it is, and then you'll get motivated to do the rest. Yes, yes, yes. It's sof, sof, sof. Okay, so we've got our circular samech, s, o, and our final fe, sof. Sof. It's great, right? Sof means end. So I see that there's like people that are trying to catch up in one class, and although it's super easy, you just got to know the letters to know how to read it. So you have to go back and learn the letters, and then you'll know. Because I'm not just putting letters that we learned in this class. I'm putting letters that we learned in previous classes too. Masio Sari, go to learnhebrew.tv, and your mind will figure it out. On the first class, I explain how we read in Hebrew, and we go through it step by step, and it's like way easier than it looks. Sof means end. Okay? Sof means end. Yeah, you gotta start at the beginning, but it's not that long. Ha-sof means the end. You know what? We should talk about that. Anytime you're putting the letter hey, not anytime, but if you have a word that you want to say the, you can just put a hey at the end and it means at the beginning, and then it means ha. Ha-sof means the end. Answered Chris, that's so nice of you to say that. He says that if he can learn to read Hebrew, then anybody can learn to read Hebrew. Phil Dunn, I am here teaching Hebrew. Saya 7, thanks for inviting followers. Okay, now, for people that are into reading their Bible in Hebrew, we've got another great word. Yes, Masio Siori, that's right. LearnHebrew.tv. CPT4, you got it. Hawaiian Brian, that's better. Your prophet, great, you got it. Jisamui got it. Toggle Bubble even got it. That's incredible. Luluana, awesome. Yeah, the cheat sheets are great. I like them. I like making them. Okay, so we have basically almost the same word as sof, except it's got a oo in the middle. So it's suf. And I have very interesting things to tell you about suf. Who's ever heard of the Red Sea? Splitting of the Red Sea? The Red Sea? Umberto, you heard of the Red Sea? Yeah? Okay, so it's all a mistake. I know, this is going to be disappointing, but it's fun also. In Hebrew, the Red Sea is called the Yam Suf. And Suf, what we just read, Suf means reeds, like a plant, like a reed plant. So the Yam Suf is not the Red Sea, it's the Sea of Reeds. And somebody thought that reeds is red. And if you ever have been to the Yam Suf, if you ever been to the Red Sea, it's not red at all, but it is full of reeds. So that's our little information from today. So you have a little insight into something that I don't think you knew before. Yam Suf. If I was going to spell it, Comark, I would spell it Y-A-M. That's right, a Libyan sea music. If you've been to the Dead Sea, but you haven't been to the Red Sea, I don't know who mixed it up, but like everybody's mixed up now. It's, yeah, so much is lost in translation. And if you would just, so this is a first start. This is a great way to start. Depending on other people to translate your stuff is, it's so easy to read Hebrew. Okay, feel done. We do it twice a week for 6 weeks. But this week we did it once a week. We do it, when do we do it? We do it Sunday nights at 9 Israel time and Thursday nights at 9 Israel time. La, got a Hebrew Tanakh. You can find it. You can find Suf and you can find Paro. Kisemui, was it red? You were by the Red Sea. It wasn't red, right? Thanks, Masio Seari. Next up, ketchup. Hey, Jules. Why? Just put the kids on here. It's great for kids too. Right, it's fake red. It's reeds. Yam Suf, almost Taizong, but there's no aleph in there. It's just Yam. It's not Yam Suf, right? Got one. Okay. Here's another word for y'all. Yeah, I'm in Israel, feel done. By the false river? What do you mean? Umberto, almost. I mean, you might have it right because there's not really an English way to spell it. Your prophet got it. Michael, I almost got it. That's right, CPT4. Yes, God's put the reeds, see. Jisamui, you almost got it. I don't know if it's your, look. Jackie Makar. Okay, I'll try. It's actually, okay, wait a second. You hear that dog barking? It's my neighbor's dog. It's not even my dog. You hear everything on this thing. That's amazing. It's seriously, it's my neighbor's dog. It's in my neighbor's dog behind a really big wall. Just saying. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, so here we are. This is our mem. Looks like a mountain. Our vowel next to it that goes mo. And now this is a chaf. You remember we were learning last week? If it had a dot in the middle, it would be a cough. And we were remembering because the guy was coughing on the candy. But if we don't even see the candy, he's totally choking. Ch. Mocher. Mocher. Thanks, Mogs. Mocher. A mocher is someone that's selling something. Jisamui, you were writing mocher, right? So it's mocher because there's no dot in the middle. Okay, we've got, what no? No, you weren't? Michael Ive, great. Did I get mixed up who was writing? Could be. But also there's no There's no ch song. Okay, you got it right? Okay, here we go. Next up. Yes, like a vendor. Comarc, it's not with a G, it's with a like a CH, with a ch, like a choking sound. Ch, mocher. Yeah, Amar. You totally have this resh down. Resh is easy because it looks like a rainbow, right? Okay, so we've got our silent letter aleph with its vowel under it that's saying, making all the noise. A, our mem, ma, and a resh at the end. Amar. Amar means what? I always get my tenses mixed up, but it means said. Amar means said. You know what? It's another great Bible word. It's all over. God said to Moses. Moses said to Aaron. Amar. It's everywhere. Yeah, Angelica said. Angelical. First grade reading. It is first grade reading. This is what the kids are doing in first grade. I actually have a daughter in first grade, but she's a bit of a genius, that one. She taught herself to read. She taught herself to read cursive, and now she's teaching herself to read in English. And the kids in her class are still learning the letters. She's great though. No, I don't homeschool pajama. I don't know. My kids learn so much stuff. It's crazy. They know so much from school. They're there very short amounts of time every day. My girls finish like around 1:30 or 2 depending on the day. My boys are finished at around 3, and there's incredible schools here in Israel. Incredible schools, and they're all public schools. They're all free. Practically free. Yeah, they learn so much. Thanks. I need an apple. Okay, so do you guys want to see the letters again, or do you want to read again? You got the letters. They're easy this week, right? What should we do? I don't read Arabic. Read. Uh-oh, TKCIM says letters. Okay. I feel like they're easy this week. I guess because we don't have any vowels. Last week was really tough. Okay, you want me to show you Jackie? Okay, 1 second. I'll do it after because I don't have a pen here. Maybe Aaron can write it in. Tour guide Aaron, do you want to write it in? Look, I'll explain something to you though. There's no J sound in Hebrew. So there's ways to write it, but it's not exactly the same. There you go, tour guide Aaron did it. So for whoever's interested, if you want to write the J sound in Hebrew, you can take the Gimel. Remember the Gimel, the guy who's going golfing? Yes, Jules, this will be interesting to you too. You take the Gimel and you put a little apostrophe on the top. And if you put a little apostrophe on the top, then you know that it's a J sound. Because, yeah, there are a lot of names that have J in it. And there are like different stores and stuff that are worldwide and they want to be able to pronounce it right here. So they take the Gimel and they put a little chupchik on top. And then you can read it as a J. They do that with another letter too. I'm trying to remember which letter. Sorry, I Mansfield Chris. If you send me an email, I can email it to you also. So Jacob, Hawaiian Brian is mentioning Jacob. So Jacob in Hebrew is actually Yaakov. It's not the same name. It doesn't sound the same, but I mean, obviously it's the same name, but it doesn't sound the same at all. Yaakov. Also Joseph. Joseph is Yosef. It's with a yud, which we're going to learn probably on Sunday. We'll see. Cool? That's right, Taizong. Yosef. Actually, one of my boys' names is Yosef. It's a very nice name and a very nice boy. Well, most of the time. He's almost 5, so he's nice most of the time. Okay. Ah, that's right. Smoke Tender knew it. So sometimes if you want to make, what other sound is not in Hebrew, right? Ch. There's no ch sound, like chips. So if you want to write ch in Hebrew, we haven't done the letter tzaddik yet. It's Yusuf in Arabic too, that's right. I knew that. Charlie? Right, Charlie. Charlie's a good name. You want to write Charlie in Hebrew? So like Smoke Tender is saying, there's a letter tzaddik. We haven't learned it yet. We're going to learn it next week. And it makes the sound of like tz, like in pizza. And it doesn't help you so much with Charlie. But if you write a tzaddik and you put a little chupchik on top, then people know to read it with the ch sound. Okay, letters. What did we start with? We started with our Rish. Okay, so we're just going to go over them real quick. This is Rish. Masiosari, it's very similar. Rish looks like a rainbow. Faye. Eastsphere, what do you have to do? You have to go to learnhebrew.tv and catch up. It's free. Is this Faye? Okay, I'll say it slower. Go to learnhebrew.tv and all the rebroadcasts are on there. And you can catch up. That's right. And this is Pei. And Pei looks just like Faye, except he's got a pimple. And he makes the sound of English letter P. And Umberto is on it. And then the last letter we learned today, just doing a quick review, is the final Faye. And the final Faye makes the same sound. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more time on the words. I'm not going to go over them that fast, okay? If anybody wants to know about tours, they can go to Tour Guide Erin's website. It's tourguideerin.com. Amazing, right? It's a really cool website. Is it fair? We're focusing on reading Hebrew, and we're reading Hebrew in 6 weeks. Amar, Amar, Amar. You guys got it. Okay, I'm going to mix it up so we don't do the same order. Or backwards either. Like flashcards. And also, if anybody doesn't know, on the site, I know, seriously, Angelica, it's somebody different every week. That kid was not coughing last week. It was not. Chelsea, I learned how to read Hebrew when I was a kid, but I didn't really speak Hebrew until I moved to Israel. Yes, that's right. Yes, if we're learning how to, no, we're learning how to read. We're not learning how to write. But people are managing really well with the keyboard, with the Hebrew keyboard. Ra'ah. That's right. You guys are on it. That's right. Ra means saw. That's right, guys. Suf. Suf means reeds. Like there's a plant called reeds that grows in the Sea of Reeds, not the Red Sea. Oops. What? Moof is a toothless cow? That's funny. Yeah, and that's not the same kid that was coughing a minute ago. That's a different one. She's actually not feeling so good. I'm glad she's sleeping. That's right. This is mocher, and mocher is vendor. Oh no, Masio, sorry. You're gonna have to catch up, and it won't look the same. It'll be so clear, you won't even, like, seriously, that's why we're doing this. Learning Hebrew is too easy not to know how to do. Toggle bubble, I've got 8 kids, thank God. I don't know. Pajama, I don't know if reads, I don't know if the Sea of Reeds is shallow or not. And this one is Sof. The other one was Suf, and this one is Sof. Yes, with the final Fe. That's right, you're getting it. Awesome. Okay, so you just need to catch up on the letters that you don't know, but everything is as easy as this. Berto, I love your keyboard. It's awesome. Feel done? I think that I am young. No twins. Paro, that's right. And Paro is Pharaoh. But Pharaoh, yeah, Paro is Pharaoh. Honey, garlic, and ginger. That sounds really yummy. It sounds like it would be good on chicken. La, you're a star. Sitter, almost. What's thieves' oil? Mifaked, that's right. And mifaked means commander. Wait. Umberto, you almost got it. It's with a kuf, not a kaf. Someone is asking what the dash under the fe means. This one. This one makes the sound of ah, like the English letter AH. So whenever you see this vowel underneath, you know that it's saying ah. So mifaked. All the dots and the lines underneath the words are the vowels. Mifaked, what does it sound like, though, when you try to say it? Mifaked. It's a fun word, but it sounds like what it is. Like, mifaked. It sounds all tough and commandery. Okay, now I figured out how it's sounding. Okay. No, don't say it like that. Oh, interesting about the thieves' oil. Sefer. Great. And our easy schmeezy peasy word of the day. That's right. Sefer is livre, is book. Okay, you got it. You guys are great. I totally think we should translate everything into French also. That'll be just fun. And the people in Turkey can translate it into what? What do you speak in Turkey even? Arabic? Turkish? I don't know. I wish I knew. I should know that. Yes, pe. Okay, we got it. We did all our letters for today and our reading. Everything is great. Okay? So what do we have, like, I don't know, 7 maybe? Maybe 7 letters left? Pe with 3 dots under it. Those 3 dots make the sound like EH, eh. So when you put a pe, and with the 3 dots under it makes pe. You want to change your keyboard to Hebrew? So the keyboard to Hebrew depends if you have an iPhone or an Android. If you have an Android, likely you have to download a separate keyboard app. But if you have an iPhone, you should have it. Oh, great! So if you have an iPhone, you should have it in your keyboard settings, and you can just add it. Really easy, and then you can switch back and forth. Okay, have fun at work, TKCIM. Umberto, you recommend any soft keyboard for Android? Okay, La is telling you step by step because I don't have an iPhone. Bivakasha, Daniel, you wrote it perfectly. Daniel Toda Rabba, and it's great. Shalom Katyushk. Really? You have it in your language? I didn't have it in my language settings. So, what's going on with you guys? Machadash, Kol Beseder, Wonder Kira. Machadash there. What's new? In Hebrew, they say Machadash, like what's up. Machadash means what's new. Chadash means new. And somebody in the comments wrote Machadash, what's new. It's like what's up in English. You having a great time, Jules? Me too. It's fun. Nouvelle means new. That's right. Yesitvir, I grew up speaking French in school. We had a French immersion school. So although I don't remember a lot of it, I get reminded. I probably need to go to like a French speaking country for a week or something. Or maybe a few weeks. You want to do it in French? Okay. I'll do it in English and you translate to French. Oh. Thanks for coming, Toggle Bubble. Oh, look who came out. We were just talking about... Oh, baby. What? We were just talking about you. This is Yosef, but he has two names, Yosef Yitzchak, so we call him Fitche. And he's not feeling so good. He wants to come and cuddle. You want to say hi? Look, hearts. You want to see hearts? Baby. Okay, we're going. He doesn't want to say hi. You want to say hi? No. You want to say shalom? You want to say something in Hebrew? No, he doesn't want. He says hi. He says, they say poor guy. They say poor baby. Someone says hi, Yitzchak.
Mommy said I can't come out.
You can't come out. It's bedtime.
Mommy said I can come for a minute.
You can come out for a minute? I think you're having a dream.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna come for a minute.
I did.
I wanted to sleep with for a minute.
Oh, okay. I'm going to sleep with him for a minute. Catch you guys later. Sunday at 9. Good night.